on 93.7 Money FM. Getting to be interactive and getting to be involved, especially in all proceedings. Live on the Money FM Facebook page, all you have to do is check out Money FM Zambia, do like the page, and of course be part in conversation, especially where investment at money is concerned. Mr. Sambaombe, what a time to be back, and of course, I'd love to welcome you to investment at money.
Thank you so much, Moses, for having me. It's always a pleasure being here. Absolutely, to our listeners and to our audience.
Yes, indeed. It's a beautiful day, I should say, and interesting or time, I should say, especially to the topic that we have at hand today, talking about starting a business without money. Without money, most when you talk about money, I know it's related to capital. So that's a conversation that we have on today. But looking at the conversation and topic itself, starting a business without money, I'm wondering, what are we really talking about, Mr. Tambon?
Wow, what a topic. I know, there is anxiety from the audience and listeners. Is it really possible to start a business without money?
Yes.
And for sure, Moses, for you to say that when you talk of money, you're talking about capital.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to a song on my way here. A song goes like money, 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 money. It's an old song done by the EBA group. Yeah, it really gave me some morale, some really to boost my morale and discuss this topic to unlock it so that even people in the remotest part of Zambia are able to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Now, launching a business with money is similar to entering a race with a fast car.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about a Bugatti Chiron, 1,800 horsepower, 190 kg per hour. With exactly
Yeah.
with 16 cylinders.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about 16W engine.
Yes.
Okay. Now that car will give you a head start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now your driving skills and strategy will determine if you can win the race.
Yeah.
Have you seen? So now, starting a business with money is a path less traveled.
Mm-hmm.
The challenges of conventional wisdom and the barriers of limited resources. I know our resources are limited because of what we are taught at school in economics.
Yes.
But it's never the case. Resources are abundant. Money is a primary fuel for the business. True entrepreneurship is born from passion, purpose, as well as resourcefulness. The essence of entrepreneurship, Moses, does not rely on your bank account, how much you have in your account, but it is your ability to turn your ideas into reality.
Yes.
Your determination to create value.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, a survey was done. 2,000, more than 2,000 small business owners were interviewed.
Yes.
And it came out like was discovered that 30%, okay, start a business. Why they struggle in the business?
Mm-hmm.
It's because of the mindset. 30%. Money was only 9%. 23% was about lack of marketing skills.
Yeah.
Now, the problem is that we think that money is an input. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
For a business to survive, you are thinking that money is an ingredient. You need to pump in money. No, money is a byproduct.
Mm-hmm.
There is a truth about money, Moses.
Yeah.
Money is a vehicle to exchange value.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Let me give you an example. You have corn and I have wheat.
Yeah.
I'm taking you back to the barter system. Remember the barter system?
Yes.
Yes. It was very hot
Mm-hmm.
in the recent past. In the past, I mean. Now, for me to measure the value of your maize versus my corn, we need to use a tool,
Yeah.
which is money. Okay. Now, as a human being, why should you go for a measurement instead of going for value? Have you seen?
Yes.
That's the mistake that we tend to make. It is just a perception of value. Money is a paper or a metal with numbers that replaced other system. They just give you a paper that, okay, we are going to measure your weight in terms of this. We are putting numbers on this paper. Now, the mistake is that we draw so much on that metal paper with people on it, with pictures.
Yes.
Okay? Now, entrepreneurship is not measured by the size of your wallet, but the depth of your determination. Okay?
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. When Apple began their computer business, it was done in the garage. They started small and they have been growing. You don't need money only to start a business. You need money to grow a business. What am I talking about here? I'm talking about a better strategy to start a business. It is possible to start a business without money as long as you have a better strategy. Not even going very far. We've seen Zambians, fitness trainers, okay? They have been gathering people to do workouts. They train. Someone has been doing that for some years, 5 years. Today, they are fully established entrepreneurs. They started as physical trainers, but they own a lot of businesses. Why? Because they only used a skill. That skill came with a lot of resourcefulness, determination, under difficult circumstances. But we call them millionaires today. In addition, you need a customer to start a business, not money.
Wow. Interesting. And of course, if you're just joining me in Investment of Money, it is right on 93.7 Money FM and in conversation with Mr. John Sambaombe. He is, of course, a financial advisor and, of course, Investment of Money resident consultant. So welcome on board. You can follow the proceedings live right on the Money FM Facebook page. And of course, you can do the same right on 93.7 Money FM. Take advantage and be a part, and of course, get to listen in and get the tips that you need each and every day to be a part, especially where investments are concerned. Now, I picked 3 words: strategy, I picked customer, I picked without. Let me put that. Without money, there is customer and there is strategy. And now it's boiling within me and I'm thinking, okay, this is something. And of course, sounds more even better. It brought in the issue of barter system. This is the genesis of everything, Mr. Sambaombe. So how should one position themselves and how should they handle themselves, especially that realization within there? What are some of the strategies? What are some of the concepts that they can rely
Good question. It's an interesting question. I love that, Moses.
on?
You know, we are living in a fast-moving world. What matters for now is asking the right questions at the right time. Before you venture into a business, you need to ask yourself some questions that are very cardinal. Number one is, how can I add value? Okay? You identify something that there is a gap in this market. I'm not talking about money. Before I even start thinking about money, I know that the ultimate objective of starting a business is to make money, which is an output. It is a consequence of the value added. Now, ask yourself, how can I add value? Then you go to the second question. What do people need? Okay? Because there is no way you can just venture into something that has no high demand. We're talking about a customer. Is there demand for what I want to venture into? That's the second question. The third question, you must always remember that people don't like to be sold to. People love buying. If You are a salesperson. Oh my goodness. Gone are those days. We used to have people. Now it is an issue of value. Okay? It is an issue of marketing. I'm talking about education marketing.
Yeah.
People don't want to hear the features of a product. Gone are those days. They want to be educated on how they can solve their problems, on how that product or service can solve that problem. Now, after asking yourself what people need, you must understand and ask yourself as well that who else can benefit from the transaction I'm going to make? Remember, it's not a one-man job. It's a value chain. There is an ecosystem. An ecosystem is simply telling us the players, the stakeholders in that transaction. There are suppliers, there are customers, there are third parties in that transaction.
Yeah.
So who is going to benefit in that transaction that you're trying to make? Remember, your brain is a focus machine. Where you are pointing it, that's where it goes.
Yeah.
Therefore, entrepreneurship starts with an idea. Okay? That's the first step now you need to take. Where do you draw your ideas from? From your values. Okay? The people you talk to, the expert, the industry experts, the peers, friends, families, all over the world.
Yeah.
You can draw your ideas. Now the world is so advanced, you can just log in onto the internet, on your social media, depending on what you're looking for, depending on what you're focusing your brain on, you get what you want. It starts with an idea. That's the very first step.
Okay, interesting, especially if you mentioned an idea. It, it, and it's so thoughtful, especially when you talk about ideas. It's most of the times, Mr. Sambaombe, immediately I talk about, of course, a business, and immediately I think about a business. Immediately, just mentioning the word business, what will come in my mind is money. Immediately, I say business, I want to do a business. What will come in my mind is money. Um, what is really money in this? Is it something that is, of course, much reliant on, or what should we rely on? Is it our idea of money? Sometimes they ask which comes first. What should we obviously, of course, need to consider, especially when we want to venture into a business? Is it money or one idea?
Right. You need to consider actually both. Okay?
Yeah.
You have an idea. Remember, ideas are useless without execution. We've buried people, God forbid, with ideas most. They have never executed ideas. You wonder, this person, we are burying him today. He's died with a lot of ideas. Execution matters as well.
Yes.
Now, when you are formulating your ideas must work on a path of value. If there is no value, money won't come there. Remember, money is an output. We are entering into that business with an objective of making money. We need more money. Now, where are we going to get money from? We've chosen a path of a business as an investment.
Yes.
A business is an investment just like other investments, like traditional investments, stocks, bonds, real estate, commodities. Now, we have chosen a path that is less traveled because it comes with challenges. Challenges are opportunities as long as you've got the right frame of your mindset.
Yes.
Now, since you've formulated your idea, it must not end there. You need to bring in an issue of finding purpose and passion. You can't venture into something without purpose. You must find something that excites you so that you create that energy to push forward, to push ahead, to forge ahead. and talk to those customers. What are you deeply passionate about? What you enjoy doing? And who will benefit from your passion? Okay? Of course, we're in business to make money.
Yes.
Don't misquote me here.
Mhm.
But money is not an ingredient, just an output. Therefore, you need a better strategy. Use money to grow your business. The purpose will give you a clear sense of direction. Your business idea, which will give you meaning. Okay? You identify a gap or niche in the market. Now, the passion that you have, it must be aligned with your values. Have you seen the alignment here now?
Yes.
You are entering into something that you enjoy doing.
Mhm.
And once you start with that, just know that your business will stand test of time. It won't be temporary, but it will be built on a strong foundation, on a system such that it will be even able to weather the storm.
Mhm.
Let me give you an example. A few years ago, there was a young lady. This young lady, her story inspires me, and I met her a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
She had a burning passion to make cupcakes.
Mhm.
Okay, cupcakes, cakes, as well as some cookies.
Mhm.
I could see that. Now, she had a dream of owning a bakery. Okay,
Yes.
she was so determined to own a bakery. What was she doing? What she used to do is she used to invite friends at her place and family.
Mhm.
She bakes cookies, cupcakes, and cakes just to sample. Okay, they sample those cookies and give her feedback that, oh, Sarah, her name is Sarah.
Okay.
Sarah, we are enjoying your cupcakes. Okay,
Mhm.
she just used to get feedback from within, from the friends and family members.
Mhm.
Now, what did she do? She started to see the demand growing.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
she could offer herself to bake cupcakes for free
Mhm.
at occasions like the weddings and birthday parties.
Mhm.
Because now, remember, she wasn't spending anything there. She was using ingredients from home. Okay,
Yes.
the mother used to buy those ingredients. She was relying on those ingredients. She started getting reviews about our products and services.
Mhm.
Okay, now she brought in an aspect of the system. She approached a photographer
Mhm.
that, can I please supply you with cupcakes during the photo shoot as dessert for people you'll be shooting? The photographer welcomed that proposal, and she took cupcakes there
Mhm.
during the photo session. People liked it. She got contacts, okay? And what she exchanged cupcakes with her creations, the photos,
Yes.
okay? The photos went viral with the cakes. People started asking, who is this person? Another strategy she used was to approach a graphic design.
Mhm.
She was looking for branding. Branding is expensive sometimes, okay?
Yes.
A logo. She approaches a graphic designer, a local one.
Yes.
Please, can I supply cupcakes for a birthday party? I
Mhm.
remember she told me that it was a graphic designer's big birthday party.
Mhm.
She supplied cookies there. And then in exchange, she was given a logo. So the business went viral like that. Okay. She started receiving phone calls. She expanded her reach. What did she do now? She started now advertising low cost content on social media. Okay. Instead of just chatting on social media, hi, hey, she was making social media resources by advertising her merchandise. the cakes.
Mhm.
Have you seen how barter system come into play? Now she is grown such that she even approached partnerships like the restaurants and cafes
Mhm.
to supply those cakes for resale.
Yes.
Immediately she started making money, she now reinvested the money into the business to expand further. She bought kitchen equipment, packaging, and branding stuff. She now owns a restaurant, a bakery,
Mhm.
fully French bakery.
Wow.
Have you seen?
Mhm.
So our story is a testament to the power of resourcefulness, determination. Have you seen that? There was no money involved there.
Yeah.
She just used money to grow the business. But starting, it was purely on partnership and the barter system. Barter system still exists. We learned it in social studies some
Yeah.
time back, but if you saw well, it still exists.
Yes. Okay, so there you have it. That's Mr. Jones, Sambaombe, right on 93.7 Money FM. Investment at money. So you get in to be a part in conversation, just telling in what you really honestly feel. And of course, that could be via Facebook. All you have to do is check out Money from Zambia, do like the page, and of course, be part in conversation by dropping in your message as well, right on, of course, the media platform. But you can do the same right on the 77 16162900967865040. Those are the two lines that you can drop in your text message, anything that you would want to get, especially about investment at money. So Mr. Jones is in the house, and of course, he is our resident consultant right on investment at money, the most trusted financial advisor, especially where, of course, a business is concerned. Talking point today, starting a business without money. So are you going to do it? Or you are like me, every time I think about business, always is, oh, I don't have money. But hey, there is a solution to that. And it's just brings in that realization that honestly business somehow started without money. And business somehow starts without money because you want to have that idea. So your starting point is always an idea. John Sambaombe is all right in the studios to break down the conversation, support the proceedings on social media. That's Manifem Zambia, Facebook, and of course, you can do the same right on 93.7 Money FM. So we are riding on. Well, I'm still honestly getting to digest with what you're coming up with, what you're telling us with the strategies and the concepts themselves, and just giving a valid example that definitely can be used day in, day out. And you see that happen each and every day. And it could be the conversation around business itself. Um, what else is more thoughtful, especially starting a business without money as a loan?
Great.
Mhm.
They say don't let the unknown scare you
Mhm.
because you don't know it. I
Yeah.
have seen businesses failing even with ample funds, with a
Yes.
lot of resources, money. But how come? Where has this capital gone? Why? Because those resources were not managed effectively and efficiently. There is another aspect that you need to consider after formulating your idea there, Moses. Like in Sarah's story, where she now owns a bakery, she was following some steps. Now, market research is very important, but people think that research is very expensive.
Mhm.
For someone who is starting a business, Moses, if you are hungry for success will follow you, trust me.
Yeah.
I have seen people going around looking for a job. Why? Because they want to raise capital.
Yeah.
They want to raise money to start a business.
Mhm.
People go to clean toilets. Okay. They go to ask for pieceworks.
Mhm.
Let me wash.
Mhm.
Even nowadays, the housekeepers, the maids, they have changed the game. They're no longer staying longer in these homes. They come into your home as a house help.
Mhm.
They just stay for 2 months or 3 months. Why? They are just looking for capital.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because they have some passion somewhere they need to monetize. They've got some gift somewhere they need to monetize.
Mhm.
People are able to sell rocks, stones. What do you need to produce those stones, Moses?
Mhm.
People look for stones when building septic tanks. You just identify a place where you can start crushing stones with your hands. You do it for a few months. You raise capital. You need that money? You need a lot of money? No, you just need to be in the right frame of the mindset. You need to be health because you'll be crushing and pounding stones.
Yes.
In that way, you raise your money, you start your dream business. Market research. And there is a concept they call MVP, minimum viable product. Okay?
Yes.
When you do your market validation, you're just doing it to confirm if there is demand for your product or service. Why? Because you need to minimize the business risks. You can't just go flat out without doing any research because you'll be bent. Okay? Now, you can do research through surveys, questions, interviews, focus groups. You just target people, even on social media. You don't need to do a lot of expensive research. You interview, depending on your sample size, very few people, at least it will give you a clue on what people need. Okay? Remember, there's that technical MVP, which is just minimal viable product. It's just a basic version of your product or service designed to test your business concept. You're just doing the testing, how people respond and react to your product. You are starting small, but you are thinking big. Always start small and think big. Building an MVP, which is a minimal viable product, allows testing and improvement because of that feedback that you get from the customers. I'm trying to be as simple as possible.
Yes.
You are doing your MVP to gather feedback. Feedback is very important if you are really determined and hungry to make money in your business. Now, there is what they call bootstrapping and resourcefulness. It is not the lack of resources.
Yeah.
It is how resourceful you are. Ron Robbins always says that. But now, you must leverage on your skills. You've got skills. I've never seen a person on earth who doesn't have skills. If you don't have any skill, you are sleeping. You haven't checked yourself. Yeah. You must have a skill somewhere, somehow. If you don't have it, you can still develop a skill. Entrepreneurs are not always born. They are made. Yes. We've seen a lot of people who've been made entrepreneurs and they are doing so well. Now, you can use a lot of sources for your money. Okay? Yeah. Partnerships. If you want to grow a business, partnership. Crowdfunding. Use crowd to gather your funds. I'm talking about small sums of money. Okay? Yeah. You are raising initial capital. And then you must have very good negotiation skills. Negotiating skills are so important in business. You must be a public speaker, a very good public speaker, Moses. That's where public speaking now comes into play. You must be able to tell a story. Because if you're approaching a venture capitalist or an angel investor, they don't want to listen to something boring. You must go with a story. Yes. A very good story that this is how I'm going to protect your money. You give me so much. This is the plan that I have. Is it viable? It's viable. They ask all those questions, so you must be prepared. And remember, I'm just giving you a tip, dear listeners. Investors love listening to viable stories. Yes. I just saw a situation some few months ago whereby someone who owned a flower shop was retiring. Okay? It was a lucrative business. Yes. Now, there's a gentleman who approached him to get that store, that flower shop. When he was told the amount it was costing like it should be about $30,000. The gentleman had no money. When someone says no, but you're really interested, no is not an answer. Yes. They are simply communicating to you that use the next strategy.
Mhm.
So what that gentleman did is he asked for, remember the question number 2, who else will benefit in that transaction?
Mhm. Yeah.
Now you have to bring the ecosystem, the value chain,
Mhm.
the supplier. He asked, who is the supplier of your flowers?
Mhm.
Who is the wholesaler? This is the wholesaler. He straight went on to the wholesaler that if I get this flower shop, I am going to double your revenue. Okay? I'll double your revenue because I don't want to change suppliers. I'll be buying flowers from you. And then he went back to the seller, the retiree, okay, who was selling that flower shop. He said that since you are selling the flower shop at $30,000, I'll give you $35,000. You negotiate there. But I need cash. No, let's do this. You sit down. I'll give you over 6 months. Then the man thinks about it. 6 months. But I need cash. No, but you're going to get $5,000 on top.
Yeah.
Have you seen the story? You're building up the story.
Mhm.
And then you go to approach the investors that are my terms. Are you able to lend me this much?
Yeah.
And I'll pay this much. You see, so you have to bring, just to cut the story short, you have to think outside the box. Think about the other players in that transaction. If you can't get positive feedback from that seller, you can go to the suppliers and go to other key stakeholders. You go to partnerships.
Yes.
There is no money involved there. It is just a better strategy. Now, in terms of skills as well, once you're negotiating with the suppliers, you have to negotiate for favorable terms as well. It is very critical because, I mean, if you really want it, if you really want your business to scale very fast, don't go alone. You must go as a team. So those are some of the steps that you need to follow before you go to the other step. Let me quickly talk about marketing and promotion. Marketing sounds very expensive, but nowadays the world is so clean, so convenient. I can sit within the comfort of my lounge and able to market my products via social media. Choose low cost content. It's cheaper that way. You're marketing because you really want to grow your clientele, okay? To reach out to your audience. You can also market by word of mouth. When you receive a customer, tell them that, please, if they're very satisfied with the product, they will spread the word that we bought these cookies from Moses. Pass on the message, and then it grows like that. While you are doing that, you are forming strategic partnerships. You are expanding your reach. Stay motivated by always remembering your goals. Don't go away from your goals. Don't derail from your goals and purpose. Most of the people make that mistake. You've forgotten your goal because now money is now becoming sweeter and sweeter. Okay?
Yes. Mhm.
Be adaptable because circumstances really change. Not all days are Sundays. And once you notice some milestones, some wins, celebrate. Invite people to celebrate because that will really give you some momentum to really work extra hard.
Well, so just like Les Brown say, work on your communication skills because whatever will come out of your mouth will really tell who you are. Have you heard what Mr. Sambaombe has said?
True story, Moses. I'm telling you,
Indeed.
power of communication is
Yes.
everywhere.
So that's so what we need, and of course, to build on each and every day. Could be one of the interests that we get to be a part of, especially when we talk about 93.7 Money FM investment money. And I'm in conversation with the investment money resident consultant talking about Mr. Jones Sambaombe. So interesting. So you talked about communication skills. You talked about skills themselves. This could be almost essentially coming with special interest themselves. I'm now thinking, how is skill important? And of course, why is it just important? As you are obviously playing along the strategy that you have given us. Um, Sometimes we tell, no, I can't do this because I'm not so invested. But why is skill important, especially around starting a business without money?
Great stuff. Remember what I said earlier, as an owner of the Bugatti Chiron, okay? You know that your car has got a lot of speed, okay? And you're about to enter a race.
Yes.
Even if the car moves 490 km per hour with 1,800 horsepower, what determines your step in the race, your win in the race, are your skills and strategy.
Yeah.
Okay? At the moment, I expect each and every entrepreneur in Zambia to possess one skill, a skill of getting comfortable with uncertainty, being resilient, in other terms, because life always slaps.
Yes.
Business slaps. Okay? You are entering into a venture with full of uncertainty. You are expecting to make money, and the money doesn't come. Your debtors will always play pianos in your ears. That oh, we are still waiting for that car payment. That car payment, which never comes, eh?
Yes.
And you promised to pay salaries. Your employees are waiting. You are sweating this as an entrepreneur. Now, imagine if you don't have resilience, you don't manage your emotions, you'll be yapping all over. Okay? You are going to lose energy. You'll be drained. In the end, you now start making emotional decisions. Why? Because you can't weather the storm of adversity. You are doubting everyone. Your tempers are high. After having given paid salaries, the taxman is knocking on your door.
Yes.
Okay? Workers' compensation, NAPSA, this and that. We haven't paid these suppliers. Your head becomes more. You can even tell that, okay. Yeah, I easily identify them. Even on phone, someone calls me, I'll know if he's a real entrepreneur or someone who is aspiring to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Real entrepreneurs are resilient. They're very calm, even when faced with uncertainty, because uncertainty is part of life. There is no certainty. To prove this, Moses, that there is no certainty. You want to make your 1 million kwacha, and you think that that 1 million kwacha will solve problems. When it comes, all of a sudden, problems begin to grow bigger and bigger. But you thought that, no, life is not a destination. Business is not a destination. It's a journey. You keep learning every day. The only finishing line is death, God forbid. That's when you finish. Otherwise, those problems will continue. You may end up on a catastrophic path and drop dead. God forbid.
Okay, so that's Mr. Jones. Sambaombe right on investment at Money 93.7. Money Event. If you're just joining in, welcome on board. Let's go on together. Let's be a part of the business for this situation that you're taking in, starting a business without money. We're getting rated together. Teach right on 93.7 investment at Money with Mr. Jones and Sambaombe. Now, time is not the best ally, not the best friend, but hey, we on title to be a part of a series of conversations that come in each and every day. Set the stage, starting a business without money. What would be your conclusion? I know we can go on and on.
Your business, yeah, and you start receiving that revenue always remember that under scaling, you need to scale the business, reinvest your earnings. Business operates on two laws: the law of growth and the law of contribution. Keep contributing. Don't just want. Keep contributing, adding value, and you're going to see that value, that growth that you desire. Then you must also adopt a lean business model. Don't rush. Start small, focusing on essentials and ensuring that you are minimizing unnecessary expenses in business. The road to success is paved with understanding, validation, innovation in the business world. So as you explore the market research and build your MVP, your minimum viable product, knowledge is the currency. Knowledge is the cornerstone of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is not just about ideas, but also about execution. Well, you need to execute those ideas, embrace challenges as opportunities, be resilient, be resourceful. Don't wait for that perfect weather. Every setback is a stepping stone to success. Stay inspired, resourceful. Keep chasing your dreams.
Yes.
Thanks, Moses.
Always a pleasure to have you right on Investment at Money, Mr. Sambaombe.
It was a pleasure. Thank you very much, listeners. I hope you've been taking notes.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, you've been taking notes. If you forgot that tomorrow is not coming, let me promise you tomorrow is coming. So we always be together, each and every day, calling all of 12 big parts of the business world. So it is what it is, getting you right on Investment at Money, as well as on 93.7 Money FM. If you have been following the processing live on Facebook, well, it's all good, right? And of course, let's be together. So it is so interesting each and every day. Give a lot to money. And of course, this has been Investment at Money on 93.7 Money FM.